Welcome back to Hidden Wisdom Academy Biology. Today, we'll explore the anatomy of the Leguminosae family, also called Fabaceae, an important plant family both economically and botanically. You'll learn about the stem, root, and leaf structure, key features, and how they help the plant function and adapt. Understanding their anatomy helps you connect structure with functions. Let's get started and see what makes Fabaceae so special inside and out. The stem of Leguminosae, like pea or gram, shows a typical dicot stem structure. The epidermis is a single layer with a thin cuticle and may have tiny trichomes. Below it, the cortex has parenchyma for support and parenchyma with tannin cells and mucilage canals, special features of this family. The endodermis forms the inner layer of the cortex and has starch grains. Vascular bundles are in a ring, open, and collateral, showing secondary growth. At the center is the pith, made of large, soft parenchyma cells. These features make the Fabaceae stem easy to identify under the microscope. Let's look at the root anatomy of the Leguminosae family, seen in P. Pisum sativum, a typical dicot root. The epidermis or epiblema has root hairs that absorb water and minerals. Below it, the cortex is made of parenchyma cells, ending with an endodermis that has Casparian strips. Inside is the pericycle, a single layer that forms lateral roots. The xylem and phloem are arranged alternately in a radial pattern, with exarch xylem, protoxylem towards the periphery. The pith is very small or absent. A special feature of Leguminosae roots is the presence of tannin cells and mucilage canals, which help in protection and storage. Now, let's look at the leaf anatomy of the Leguminosae family, like in P. The leaf is dorsiventral, with distinct upper and lower surfaces. Both epidermises have a cuticle and multicellular trichomes. The lower epidermis has more stomata, so the leaf is hypostomatic. Inside, the mesophyll has two layers, palisade parenchyma on top, full of chloroplasts for photosynthesis. Spongy parenchyma below, with air spaces for gas exchange. The vascular bundles are conjoint, collateral, and closed, with a parenchymatous bundle sheath. Inside each bundle, xylem is above, and phloem is below, typical of dicot leaves. So, the dorsiventral structure and hypostomatic nature make this a perfect example of a dicot leaf anatomy. Let's quickly summarize the anatomy of Leguminosae, root, stem, and leaf. Root. A typical dicot root with epidermis and root hairs, cortex of parenchyma, endodermis with Casparian strips, and radial vascular bundles. Special features: tannin cells, mucilage canals, and exarch xylem. Stem. Have epidermis with cuticle and hairs, cortex with parenchyma and parenchyma, starch-rich endodermis, and pericycle with sclerenchyma patches. Vascular bundles are in a ring, open collateral, with a large pith. Key markers: tannin cells, sclerenchyma patches, starch sheath. Leaf is dorsiventral and hypostomatic, with palisade and spongy parenchyma. Vascular bundles are conjoint and collateral. This simple overview helps you connect structure with function, essential for theory and practicals. Here's your challenge question for today. In the anatomy of Leguminosae, Fabaceae, which of the following statements is correct? Is it option A? Tannin cells are present in the stem and root. Is it option B? Xylem in the root is endarch. Is it option C? The leaf is amphistomatic. Or is it option D? Vascular bundles in the stem are closed. Comment your answers or send them to us on Instagram or Telegram. That's all for today's episode on Leguminosae, Fabaceae, anatomy. We learned the root, stem, and leaf, their key features, and important markers for exams. In the next episode, we'll study Compositae, Asteraceae, and Gramineae, Poaceae, their root, stem, and leaf structures, compare them, and highlight key diagnostic features for theory and practicals. Also, don't miss our daily NEET MCQs and PYQ series for daily revision. See you in the next episode.